Hello there. I am Apostle Marguerite Breedy-Haynes from the beautiful island of Barbados. We have a handsome chocolate darky with us, spiritual, powerful Christian guy, Loxton Mitchell. We're going to see what the Lord has in store for us today. Are you ready?
Yes, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Be careful. Okay. Hallelujah. Those of you that are watching us from all around the world, remember, all of you know who I am. We have a powerful guy here with us from the island of Grenada. We are interviewing him for Breed magazine. His name is Mr. Loxton Mitchell. Tell us something about you.
Hi, I want to say a pleasant good evening to you, and thanks for having me here. Also to your technical crew and to all of your viewers. I want to say a pleasant good evening and welcome. Well, you have introduced me well. My name is Loxton Mitchell, and from Grenada, of course, born and bred in Grenada. Yeah. I am a minister of the gospel also. So I go to a church, a small church in Grenada called Hamilton Church of God. Yeah, that's where I go. Practically been going there from since I was 7.
Wow.
So I would say over 25 years now.
Wow, so you've been a Christian a long time.
Very long time.
Okay. Well, I came home, that was when I came home last week. Was last week? Or this week? When was last week?
Yeah.
And my daughter said to me, there's a guy from Grenada. You have to interview him, mommy. I said, really? And I said, what about the guy that I have to interview him? So I called Hayden. I said, do you have a guy from Grenada there? All right. But the Lord started to show me some stuff about you. And Hayden can verify that. So I knew you were a minister of the gospel. Know that you have a little girl. So he started to show me some stuff about you. What is the real purpose for your life and the journey that the Lord has taken you through as a minister of the gospel? What's your real purpose?
Well, I think my main purpose is to spread the gospel in different forms, not just only by preaching or by speaking per se, but also musically. Yeah, musically, because I think music has been a part of me very early, although I really picked it up very late in life, I should say.
So how did you get to be playing so good?
How did you get to that point?
Well, I mean, if you ask me that, I would say I'm still a rookie playing. Yeah, I'm still a rookie. I mean, I'm still learning a lot. I still have a long way to go. I'm still growing in it. But I really started music, I would say around age 17. 17, yeah.
How did you know that this was what you wanted to do?
I never knew.
Okay. So you just...
I never knew. It started about, I personally just, I had a love for music because I kind of felt it in my bones, yeah. And so while in church, I started to play the bass guitar.
Okay.
I love the bass. So I used to play the bass, and and it was okay. And then we had a school band, and I used to play bass also. And one day my dad bought for me a little box guitar. And I started to learn playing it, and then I started to find more comfort in it. Not the bass anymore.
Okay.
And so one day there was an old brother, he passed away now. He used to sit every day at the front of the church. And he said to me one day, why do you only play? But you don't even sing in a song. That stayed with me. So I said to myself, you know what, if I have to sing a song, it must be an original song.
Okay, so you didn't know then that you had a voice to sing?
No, I was not a singer. I mean, if you ask me if I'm a singer, I tell you, no.
So where did you get the confidence to be able to start to sing?
I think the confidence came after I wrote the first song and decided I would sing it in front of the church.
Okay.
So,
What's the name of the first song?
God is there to keep you warm. That's the first song I've ever written.
All right. So how were you inspired to write that song?
Music is my therapy. That's my shrink, I always say.
Tell us something about your childhood.
My childhood, I would say, wasn't the most luxurious one that the non-presentation would have. And I think it propelled a lot of who I am today because I'm a very reserved person, very reserved. So what I do, I speak to the music. Why? Because the music never complains.
Okay.
No, the guitar never complains. It never gets tired of listening to it. I can play it anytime.
Something that you said earlier that propelled me to ask you that question about your childhood.
Mhm.
Because I see more of a lonely guy, a guy that didn't have, you had friends, but not to that point. So that's what I see.
Well, I think from early on, when I reached the age of reasoning, I start understanding a lot of things. I start choosing my path because the first thing that I did was to find myself, find who I am.
There's a lot of young men that has not even found himself today. So you have to, you're coming up with some really like gunshots. So it allows me to ask you some. How did you find yourself? Because there's a lot of young men that don't know how to find themselves. How did you find yourself?
I think I find myself after God, I find God. But God find me first and make me realize that hey, I am here and show me the path, that this is the path that I need. So understanding the words of God and what God says, that helps me find myself and make me realize, listen, mate, certain ways are not for you, certain paths are not for you, because it doesn't have a good ending, it doesn't have a good result. And so that's what I did. So even from going to school, I realized that going certain places will learn me to do certain things which is against what God says. And so for me, that part I realized, oh, that's not good. But then get to another thing, if I should say that. I grew up with my grandma,
Your grandma's one.
and that speaks a lot. Grandma didn't used to play. I can tell you.
Okay, so you're more of a grandma's.
Yeah, I grew with grandma from since I was about 7 years.
I'm looking at you and I realize that there is a bit of Amerindian. Amerindian.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay.
My mom is an Indian, mixed.
Right.
My grandma.
You want to know how I know all of those things, the prophetic. You have more of a Amerindian side of you. Which side of the family is that?
The side of my family that's born Indian is my mom, on my mom's side.
On your mother's side. Okay. Your music today, tell us who your music is impacting today, and where would you want your music to be?
It's a question that you ask, and I will answer you very straightly. I never did music to really target any part, any individual, or any crowd, or any age, whether it be old or young. I never did music for a commercial reason per se. I never did music because I want my song to be heard.
That's powerful, interesting. So tell us why you started your music, to bring therapy to yourself, to bring healing to yourself.
Like I said, it was my shrink.
Okay, to bring healing to yourself.
That's right.
Now, you're making me go places I don't want to go. And you're making me go places because I'm good at what I do. All right, so therapy. Can you tell us, because there are lots of people that are watching you all around the world right now, and there are young men that will want to have that same healing that you have today. So tell us exactly why did you get into music?
Music, like I said, first of all, like I said, the first thing that I did was to find myself, yeah? Finding myself, then it means that I'm already had found God through my grandma, because my grandma used to take me to church, and we used to go there. I used to go to church like 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days per week, every day, with grandma. Yeah, yeah. And with grandma, you had to get up every morning at 4:30 and pray. There wasn't a day of the week that there was an exception. So Sunday to Sunday, you have to get up at 4:30. The first thing that used to that.
So that means you have a powerful prayer life.
Oh yeah, 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 very much. Very much.
Before you finish this, we want to ask you, how does you combine prayer with music?
Prayer actually brings out the music.
Oh, so tell us, we want to know.
You know, first of all, if I should say that, to every aspect of or every cure to life, because a shrink doesn't cure your troubles or your pain. A shrink listens. She or he advises as he probably sees fit. Sometimes the shrink may never even gone through the real deal.
What was the toughest time you ever been through as a young man?
The toughest time.
One of the toughest times you went through? Because you're saying to me music became your therapy.
Yep.
So if music became your therapy, it means that you been through something as a young man. I can see that you are a firm person today, but you went through something as a young man that God can push you into music to be able to bring healing to you. So that's, I'm going on around to ask you that question. So
I've been through numerous, numerous things. I mean, to pinpoint one but it's numerous things. Some are painful, some I will leave with, and I think that's part of life. There are certain things you just have to leave with. That's how it is. But what you need to do is to find something that would override that and not make that particular thing keep you down.
So, do you care about mentioning one of the things that was difficult enough to push you to that point? Because there are young men that will be watching this, and probably you can advise them, probably you can guide them in the way they ought to go. What was one of the most difficult things that you went through? One of the most difficult, like for me, I'm who I am today because I wrote a book about my life from grass to the presence of God. How many of you have watched that book? When I first read that book, I cried for 13 days straight because I'm who I am today because of this book. And I think God allowed me to do this interview with you for you to share. So I wrote a book about my life, me being homeless with a child, and the father leaving me, and well, he wished he didn't do that now, right? Thank you. And the father leaving me, the father not supporting my daughter, and so on. And there are deep things in that book about my life. So when I look at you, I see a man that has grown, a man that is stable today, but before that, you went through something that pushed you into music to smoothen your brain, smoothen who you are. So tell us one of the most difficult things you went through.
It's. I think the music doesn't allow me to actually say now. The music actually now is that the more you listen to music, I think the right timing will come when I would maybe actually say one particular thing because
You're smart.
It's because it's amusing, you know. It's amusing, you know. And that's how God actually allows me to express myself, you know, through the music.
You are, as the American will say, I went all wrong to ask you the questions. And you came back, you're smart. But we're gonna leave this alone and we are going to ask you, tell us, while you were in, was there ever a time that you heard the voice of God talking to you, telling you this is the particular, this is what I want you to do, this is what, through your music?
Oh yeah, many times. Um, Many times. I think it's evident in most instances. It's a reality. I see the reality of it. Yeah. And so the reality, and after the reality, then I write. So all my songs are personal songs. All my songs are, none of them are imaginary. Meaning
They're personal
they are
songs
personal
about your
songs.
life?
All them songs are deep.
Okay.
So not every song is about a particular situation or to say, well, but every one of them is about me. So when I write, it means that I write based on what I've overcome, based on what I went through, and how God helped me to see the right way to keep moving and then to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Tell us can you tell us about your first song?
Yeah, the first song.
You wanted me to move for like a long time, so.
The first song.
You breathe.
Yeah, because you know the first song. I mean, all the songs are very close and personal, but the first song was a song. That's when I think I actually realized that hey, you have somebody that is there to prop you, so you're just not alone.
Okay, so tell us about the first song.
The first song
So
is called.
that means you can sing it, you can sing the first song for us today. Can you do that?
I think I can.
Do you want me to hold the guitar for you? You want me to hold the mic for you?
Yeah, if you have a stand, use a stand. If
You can?
yes, I can.
Yeah? Can this stand go down? Do you want to go there? You want it?
That's what I can still
All
say.
right, this guy is so smart.
Don't you stop the rain falling down. Don't you stop the sun from shining in its face. And the seas were off, and your waves didn't stop before you. Just remember, God is there to comfort you. 'Cause God is there to keep you warm. And He's there to protect you from the storm. And when things go wrong, just go ahead and break it. He is there to comfort you. Some may push you up, some may push you down. You must know if you're standing at home, the ground, it's gonna be you, and in your heart, mind, body, and soul. To push out of my way and put the things in its place, yeah. 'Cause God is there to keep you warm, yeah. you stay to protect you from the storm. When things go wrong, just go ahead and pray. He is there to comfort you. God is there to keep you warm. God is there to keep you warm. He is there to protect you from the storm. When things go wrong, just go ahead and pray. He is there to comfort you. And He is there to comfort you.
He's not only good looking, dark and sleeky and sassy, but he has an awesome voice. Wow. Wow. So tell us, why did you write that song?
I wrote it to really give credit to God and to really say, listen to me, you're there. But I write it in the sense of to make people also understand that, listen, He's always there to keep you warm. And in life struggles, you will have those that would be hard against you, those that would persecute you, those, all sorts of evil. But it's at the end of the day still God. So your focus should only be on the one that could actually keep you warm, the one that could actually comfort you. That's why I wrote it.
Wow. It's a powerful song. All right, you're gonna play us. You just can't leave here. You just, like how the St. Lucians say, you just wet my mouth. So are you gonna play another song for us?
Well, I didn't notice all that stuff. It's a song, Reason to Worship, but that song is a very emotional song, so if I can't finish the whole song, then I guess you'll understand why I am.
Play the song, we don't have emotional.
It's a song that I've been reading maybe just about a year ago, and it's a real life situation song. And then after everything happened and you push through and you overcome, you realize, wow, really and truly I have a reason to worship. I can't stay away from God. So I'm gonna try to do that one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the whole thing because it makes me emotional, the song itself.
All right, don't get emotional. Just wanna hear the song.
In the midst of my sorrows, I still sing mercy, covering me. Even when I'm rejected by the brothers that surrounds me, God is covering me. In the midst of my sorrows, I'll still sing mercy, covering me. Even when I'm rejected by the brothers that surrounds me, God is covering me. I have a reason to worship, a reason to praise Him more than Lord. I want to go deeper in worship and deeper in service, more and more. When my troubles are mountains, I'll still sing mercy, covering me. When the wounds are all healing from the trials I've been through. God has covered me. I have a reason to worship, a reason to praise Him more and more. I wanna go deeper in worship and deeper in service, more and more. For me to die for Him is great. His reward for me is great. It's great. It's great. For me to die for Him is great. His reward for me is great. It's great. It's great. For me to die for Him is great. His reward for me is great. It's great. It's great. For me to die for Him it's great. His reward for me is great. It's great. It's great. So I have a reason to worship now. I have a reason to. I have a reason to worship, a reason to praise Him. Oh, no.
Wow. All right. Let me big up the Grenadian people. All right. All right. I hear a little bit of how you call it, heavy metal, something going in there. Uh, you know, I'm a big musical, see? I hear a little bit of heavy metal. You have such an awesome voice,
Thank you.
such a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to have you in Grenada, um, in the crusade. And I'm not gonna bother you anymore. All right, guys, we're about to end our interview. I'm gonna allow Mr. Loxton Mitchell to close this interview, probably empowering young men. Okay? You wanna do that?
Sure. My advice to all of the young persons out there, the young men, is that I want to encourage them by, first of all, finding yourself. Finding yourself, it means that you must find God. When you find God, you must find yourself after that. And because the world, community, I have seen a breakdown, society with men, not there, and men, running around, and, not faithful and all of those things. And because of that, we have a broken community. And then we have a broken society. And then we lead to a broken country, then to a broken world. So for me, I speak on behalf of the young men because, I really need young men to stand up, take the mantle, be responsible. And stand up for God. And we find the men now, not in the church, the women are doing most of the things in the church now because the men, they're gone. Sometimes you see the mothers with the children in the church and the men are not there. So for me, I'm saying to the young
Are
men,
you married?
yes, I'm married, 15
Okay.
years,
How many children you have?
and one child.
Okay, because you'll be shocked. I saw that last night, and I didn't really want to go into this, but what you're saying about the men not being there, that is crucial.
Yes, it is.
And I just pray that you will be the best husband, the best father ever.
I do the best thing I can.
So I just pray that,
So you can finish, you can finish with men in general.
Yes, I just want to encourage them, first of all, to seek God because that's your direction. That has been my direction by seeking God, praying and fasting. I would encourage them a lot, do a lot of that, do a lot of prayer. We back home do a lot of mountain prayer. The church I go to, we do a lot of mountain prayer. So we go on the mountain sometime 2 days and we pray. We to also always be present. People say church can't save you. Okay, the church can save you, but it learns, it keeps your mind more active on the spiritual aspects of life. Can the dancer save you? When you go to the dancer, what do you find in the dancer? Or when you come to the church, what can you find? And then, in closing, one person told me, I even heard it while I was here again on the night of the Joseph Miles Legacy concert.
Yeah.
I even heard it. Somebody made a statement that said the church had too many hypocrites. So they were coming to church, and I answered somebody one time, and I said, well, the difference is why don't you come in and make a difference? Because the judgment is starting here. So why don't you come in and not be a hypocrite and be an example, so that others will see, I'm not a hypocrite. So we have a new term that we use is that we say, if somebody comes to gossip, we just say to them, be ye holy.
that's powerful. That's powerful. So I'm going to start to use that. By the way, I'm not in the place for people to do that. I'm hardly out anywhere. I only come out special occasions. I only come out special occasions, so you won't see me, and you all know this. Yeah, but it was a pleasure. It was a real pleasure. I feel your heart. I feel your spirit, and you're a genuine person. And I'm looking forward to work with you.
Thank you.
Okay?
It was a pleasure being here too.
All right. I made you laugh.
You did. That's a good thing.
Okay. All right. Wow, guys, we end this powerful interview with Mr. Loxton Mitchell. This was a pleasure having him at Sailing the Longs and for Breathe Magazine. I am Marguerite Breedy-Haynes from the beautiful island of Barbados. I want to shout out my people in Santa Lucia. I've never forgotten y'all. All right? Love y'all. Bye-bye.